Hi, this is Melanie for Pardesi Reviews. I'm here to do a film review of Kaappaan, starring Surya. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do film reviews and trailer reactions of Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and Hindi cinema. This has been a highly anticipated film. Surya's last couple of films, his last one was NGK, did okay in the box office, but didn't meet the heightened expectations for a Surya film. I believe this is Surya's third collaboration with director KV Anand. I just did a review of their first film, Arya, which I really enjoyed a couple of days ago. So a link to that in the doobly-doo. So this has a multi-star cast. We have Mohanlal playing the Prime Minister of India. We have Arya playing the Prime Minister's son, and kind of a comedic, funny performance. After just seeing Arya in the super serious Magamuni last week, it was really interesting to see him in this big, bombastic action film, kind of playing the comic relief of this ne'er-do-well, immature son of the Prime Minister. Sayyeshaa, who's Arya's wife in real life, was Surya's love interest in the film. She plays an assistant to the Prime Minister. I don't want to give too much away of the plot, but the title itself kind of tells you what it's about. The title means guardian or protector. It's about Surya being, well, we're a little unclear of what his role is in the beginning of the film, and that's part of what we saw in the trailer, like somebody's calling him a terrorist, and we don't know why he's bombing certain things. Like we don't quite understand until the end of the film what the scene at the beginning of the film meant. The film is about the Special Protective Forces, which is sort of an analogy to the Secret Service in the US. And it kind of reminded me in some ways of there's an old Clint Eastwood film called In the Line of Fire, which, was about someone in that role of protecting the commander-in-chief and who is after him and various attacks, and yeah. So that's kind of what, I don't want to give any much more than that. The action in the film, I've learned from Arya, the action with this director, amazing sequences, and Surya gives it his all. He, this is not the kind of fights where you just have him doing one big punch to some big guy and the guy flings in the air and leaves further up. No, this is more like Bourne Identity kind of fist fights and rapid fire gun battles, and it's just like another level. The action sequences are really good. Now, and Surya does amazing in the fight sequences. Now, and then Mohanlal, oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan of Mohanlal anyway, but to see him play the Prime Minister role, he himself as an actor has this gravitas and about him, and he added so much to that part. I thought it was going to be a cameo, but he is very present in quite a bit of the film. And I was very pleased to see how much interaction he had with Surya in a lot of scenes. So that was really fun to me, just seeing Surya and Mohanlal together, Surya, Mohanlal, and Arya all in scenes together. Very fun. The love interest is really a small part of the movie. It's kind of the comedic relief. They do have a meet cute that was pretty adorable, and I guess KV Anand is known for being a little bit racy in some of his plots, and I could have done without the strip club in London with the kind of pole dancing item number. Rolling my eyes at that one, but one of the early scenes, meet cute scenes, Surya writes a note on something, and I am never going to forget what he wrote the note for to what his character wrote the note to Priya's character, what it was that he chose to write the note. Oh my God, I'm still gonna laugh about that. So some cute scenes, but really Priya's character, she's just kind of there as a plot device. There's a tragedy that happens in her family early in the film, and she's more as a damsel in distress for certain parts of the film, and not much more than that, unfortunately. There's also Boman Irani playing the head of a multinational corporation. There's a lot of messages that are kind of shoehorned into this action plot. There's a lot about the plight of farmers, farmer suicide. Strangely, Surya is not only this, military intelligence, whatever, but he's also an organic farmer. I mean, it was kind of a lot. So that was the excuse to have one of those kind of rural festival numbers, which I completely enjoyed it, but in some ways it just felt shoot into this whole story. We have action, and then we break the pace of the movie to kind of have some preachy talking scenes about farming, about organic farming, about evil corporations. I don't know, it just broke up the flow. It was like there was too much preachiness. Not that those aren't worthy causes and everything, but it just, like I said, it just kind of felt shoved into this film and a little bit too much. It almost felt kind of like am I watching a Mahesh Babu film? Like, it was just, I don't know, it was kind of a lot. So, mixed bag here. There's some things that I really liked. I really enjoyed the performances, especially Surya's and Mohanlal's. Boman Irani was dubbed, but he still just has that screen presence that was perfect for the role that he was playing. The script was co-written by a director, KV Anand, and Pattukkottai Prabakar, who I think he has done some other screenplays, but is best known for thriller novels and doing TV, Indian TV. So they wrote the script together, and like I said, it wasn't perfect to me. I mean, I just had sheer joy watching Ayan, and this one was trying to be more serious, and it had really great action, but yet, like I said, some of the pacing with our breaks for the sermons was kind of didn't always work for me. Even though there are some big things that should have been emotional moments, I don't know if they completely had the resonance that they maybe should have had. But I don't want to give any more than that about what happens. I thought the background music was very good, but I don't know if all of the songs were songs that I'm going to remember beyond watching the film. Mixed emotions on it, but I still think it's the kind of film that would be fun to watch in the big screen versus waiting to watch it on streaming, because the action sequences are really fun to watch on in the big theater setting. If you've had a chance to see this film, I'd love to know what you thought about it in the comments below. I'd love to know, how is this playing in Tamil Nadu? Is Surya getting big audiences? I think they also released it in Telugu. I'm interested to know if it was a completely dubbed version or how they did that. But anyway, so they released this really broadly, I think on 3,500 screens or something. So really interested to see if Surya is going to have, if they're calling it a comeback, whatever. I'm just hearing kind of mixed things on Twitter, so let me know how audiences were when you went to see it. Was it full houses or what? Follow me on Twitter at PardesiYT. Subscribe here to Pardesi Reviews, and if you hit the bell when you subscribe, you'll never miss another film review or trailer reaction.